And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. We're here with another standalone video because we are not streaming today. I certainly apologize. Let's go ahead and remove the mask. Woo. Y'all know how it goes, man. Yeah, so I apologize. No streaming today. I'm in the middle of moving. I'm trying to get these videos out while we're doing everything, trying to get my things in order. Y'all know, new job, moving, just trying to get everything together. But we're here. You know what I'm saying? Guys, if you want to support the channel, you want to continue to see us grow, so that we can do this full time instead of slaving for other companies for 16 hours a day. Support the channel. The best way to support the channel is to like the video, make sure you're subscribed. If you want to go further than that, you can always hit the join button and become a channel member. Emojis, benefits, and stuff like that. And when you're done doing that, go into the description or the comment section and follow me on Kick so we can become an affiliate once we get to 75 followers. That way we can do this full time instead of, whatever. But anyway, we got to get into this video, man. Remember we did a video that did pretty well for me, for my channel, a little while ago after the Breakfast Club got cooked by Vivek Ramaswamy trying to discuss politics. Well, apparently Charlemagne and company was not through, okay? We're going to do this video reaction because Larry Elder apparently went on the Breakfast Club to discuss some opposing views. Now, I'm not very familiar with who Larry Elder is, so we're going to kind of, sorry if I messed with the audio a little bit there. Elder... We'll find out who this guy is. Let's find out who he is. Larry Elder is an American right-wing political commentator. Well, that tells you everything you need to know right there. And conservative talk host. Now, that tells me that we probably have a lot of things we align on. And what that tells me is that this guy is probably about to go into the hornet's nest on the Breakfast Club. But I applaud him for not living in the echo chamber and for being willing. See, that's the difference between the right and the left. I don't really identify with either. Like, well, I got a lot of similar views to people on the right. But when it comes to the right and the left, the one thing that the left will not do is they will not come into the hornet's nest and debate the right. The right has no problem with going into the hornet's nest and debating the left. So let's get into this video reaction. You got to see this. You got to see this. Make sure this thing. Let me make sure our audio is straight.
Have you ever heard of the term nigga wake up call?
No.
I want to make sure y'all heard that.
Have you ever heard of the term nigga wake up call?
No.
It is an incident where a person of color forgets that they are of color and are reminded rather brutally by an unexpected act of racism. Have you ever had any of those?
Oh, brother.
Oh, brother, indeed. Oh, boy. Oh, hell no. The nigga wake up call is like this idea that a black person who doesn't think racism is a real thing has a racist moment. And they like, holy shit, racism is real. The difference between black people who live their life through color and black people who don't is that black people who don't live their life through the color of their skin recognizes that racism is real and don't deny it, just that it doesn't affect them. Or that it's not holding them back. People like Charlemagne is like everything is race, everything. Mind you, working for white people. I mean, you can't make this shit up, dog. You can't make it up. So let's go.
I'm just asking. You think you've ever?
Well, I'm acutely aware, Charlemagne, that I'm a black person, just as you are a black person. And when Joe Biden insulted you by saying you ain't really black, we don't know whether or not you want to vote for me or vote for Donald Trump, it seems to me that should have been a wake-up call on your part. How dare?
Facts. Matter of fact, for those of you who don't know, let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. Because some of y'all may not know. Some of y'all may not know.
Looks like Joe Biden has stuck his foot all the way in his mouth. Minute interview, Charlotte.
Political life in the primaries this year. They have saved your political life in the primaries this year. They have things they want from you, and one of them is a black woman running mate. What do you say to them?
What I say to them is that I'm not acknowledging anybody who is being considered, but I guarantee you there are multiple black women being considered. Multiple.
Charlemagne had a follow-up question, but got interrupted by someone off camera saying their time was up. The radio host instead invited Biden to come back, but Joe's response was off-putting.
Listen, you got to come see us when you come to New York, VP Biden.
I will.
It's a long way until November. We got more questions.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
The comment may have
What? Let me run that back for y'all, just so y'all can understand the context of what's happening here.
Out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
Hold on.
Questions.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
The comment may have been directed just at Charlemagne, but it plays into the false notion that Democrats own the black vote and don't have to earn the black vote.
Exactly. And she put that nicely. Let's continue with the video.
Here's this guy come in here and insult you, a black man, and tell you you got to think a certain kind of way. I'm amazed that you weren't mad about that.
I'm not gonna say it upset me, just like I'm not letting you upset me. You know.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God, stop fucking lying.
You know, I used to have a lot of respect for Charlemagne. I used to watch The Breakfast Club a lot. But as you can see right here, it's not very much intelligence upstairs. I thought it was. Look at the back. Black Privilege. That's a book that Charlemagne wrote. All of his books are pretty much about race.
I mean, I don't tend to get upset over things like
Well,
that. But what I did say,
well, you just not talk about a nigger wake-up call, and it seemed to me that should have been a wake-up call on your part to have a white guy come in here who also said, by the way, about Mitt Romney, because he didn't want to put more regulations on Wall Street, going to put y'all back in chains. And Joe Biden has lied for decades about his civil rights record, claiming that he desegregated movie theaters and restaurants in Wilmington, Delaware, when he didn't do any of that. He lied and said that he tried to visit Nelson Mandela during apartheid South Africa. He did not. And he came in here and told you aren't even black and let you think a certain kind of way. It seemed to me that should have been a nigga wake-up call for you, but it wasn't, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, no, for the record, I'm not a Democrat or Republican.
I didn't say you were.
Yeah, I think both.
I don't know what you are. I never even asked you about your party affiliation.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, but you are black.
Absolutely.
And to have a white guy come in here and tell you have to say think a certain kind of way, otherwise you, quote, ain't black. Wow.
How should I have replied to him, you think?
What?
What? What the fuck?
How about nigga don't come on my show telling me how I should think, who I should vote for. It's your job to earn my vote. It is your job to tell me why it would be in my best interest to vote for you. Tell me, how should I have responded to that?
What I just now said, how dare you insult me and tell me I think as a human being, let alone as a black person? I don't tell you how to think, Joe Biden. How dare you come in here and tell me how I should think? I'm going to vote for Donald Trump if I want to vote for Donald Trump. And if I want to vote for Donald Trump, it does not make me not black. 20% of black people, black men, as I said, voted for Donald Trump in 2020. Are they not black now? So only 80% of black people, black men walking around are really black, 20% are not because they voted for Donald Trump. How insulting is that? How condescending is that?
I mean, you're probably right, but I didn't take it in that way.
I did.
As I said to him in that moment, it's just about me wanting something for my people, and I want to know what is he going to do for my people, and not only for my people now.
He ain't got to do nothing. He ain't got to do nothing for your people. If you can walk in and tell somebody you gonna hire me, you gonna vote for me, or you ain't black, I ain't gonna give you nothing. The ramifications is, if you don't vote for me, then you won't be considered black. I ain't gonna do nothing for you.
How are you gonna atone for the things you've done to my people?
Right.
That's it.
Right. And this is a guy, Joe Biden, who, when he first got into the Senate, hung out with segregationists, talked about how well he got along with them, talked about how he didn't want integration because of a jungle. This guy has made all sorts of insulting things to black people, and his policies right now are hurting black people. Inflation hurts the people at the bottom more than anything else. Letting a bunch of illegal aliens into the border are hurting black people more than anybody else, as I said earlier. He's opposes school choice when he has his own kids in private school, and we lost a year, almost 2 years of in-school education in California because of COVID that he supported. I mean, this guy has done monstrous things to black people, and then for him to come in here and tell you how you ought to think as a black person, it blew my mind.
As a person objectively who doesn't care about either.
So, I mean, listen, how many times you got to get cooked? And the thing that insults me the most about Charlemagne and the Breakfast Club and other like liberal, got the black woman's dog collar around your neck platforms like this, is that they have moments like this and they don't have to address it. That Vivek Ramaswamy interview, they got destroyed. You think they ever came back and revisited them getting destroyed? No. He gets destroyed right here. Do you think you're gonna get a comment from Charlemagne saying, listen, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, I was getting cooked. No. They just gonna keep on moving on about their day like nothing ever happened. So, hey, it is what it is. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. Remember to like the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and then go into if you want to support the channel, if you want to support me and help me create this network that I want to create, make sure you're following me on Kick so that when I do go live and I'm able to stream again, we can all be there together. We can all react to this BS together. And I am out. Hood Ninja out.
Let's go. Beat that thing down like you started attention, my baby. You had some plans with your man, just tell him to cancel, my baby.